Hi! We are entering week 3 of the community quarantine dito sa Metro Manila. Sana lahat kayo ay safe and well and healthy with your loved ones. Panibagong challenges ang dumadating and some of you reached out regarding questions on money. Kung paano ba mag-budget during this time of quarantine. Kaya naman I asked finance expert Chinkee Tan to share a few tips na sana makatulong sa inyo. Hi! Hello, of course, to the one and only finance coach, wealth coach, Chinkee Tan. Thank you for your time. Okay, so we're over a week into the quarantine and a lot of people's anxiety is caused by, syempre, budgeting. Paano pagkakasyahin yung perang meron for the rest of this quarantine. So, we chose 3 questions that people sent in. Chinkee, the first question is, para sa minimum wage earners, paano namin mapapagkasya yung nakuhang sweldo from the last cut-off?
So, syempre, the reality sets in already. Kung ano man yung sinweldo mo na ngayon, dapat natin pagkasyahin. Ang pinakaunang tip talaga is stop unnecessary spending. When you say stop unnecessary spending, yung mga bagay na hindi naman talaga natin kailangan, huwag muna natin bilhin. Kasi right now, especially, syempre, pagkasama mo mga bata, yung mga bata magre-request pa rin. Baka pwede tayong bumili ng chichirya, pwede tayong bumili ng merienda. So, ito yung mga bagay na kailangan siguro magsakripisyo rin since yung income natin is limited. Ang problema, hindi natin alam hanggang kailan to. So, kailangan talaga natin mas stretch talaga. Yun nga sinasabi ko, parang minute to win ito eh. Every peso counts.
Yes.
Kada piso kailangan bilangin po natin. Kaya number 1 po talaga, check nyo muna sa inyong existing budget, sa mga ginagastos nyo, ano yung mga pwede nyong tanggalin. Number 2, I suggest also set a family meeting. And this is really an important thing. Na family meeting kasi everyone's involved in spending money. So mag-usap-usap yung mag-asawa, pati anak, ito na lang yung pera na titira sa atin ngayon. Meron, let's say, tayong 15,000 pesos. Diba? Sa 15,000, huwag natin ubusin in 1 month. Mag-project tayo, let's say, 3 months. Sample lang yan. Kung sa 15,000 by 3 months, kailangan may budget lang kayo ng 5,000 pesos per month divided by 30 days. So, ang pwede nyo lang gastusin kada araw is 160 pesos. Gagawa na kayo ng budget nyo, ng expenditure nyo for the food, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 160 pesos so that it can tide you for 3 months.
Yes.
Kasi minsanay tayo, di ba? 15,000 ang sweldo, isang buwan, ubos na agad yun. Pero hindi po pwede na po ngayon yun. Kailangan i-stretch po natin.
Maganda din your advice kasi if, for example, by the miracle of God that 1 month or 1.5 tapos to, at least yung hindi mo nagastos, mayroon kang konting ipon to be able to buy other things you need.
Tama. Kasi I always tell people, we expect the best, diba? But we prepare for the worst. What if it didn't end soon? At least meron kang plan B, meron kang plan C.
Right. Okay. The second question is, paano dapat hatiin ng isang breadwinner yung sweldo niya or ipon niya to last until dumating ulit ang support?
Just like what I mentioned, I think it answers yung question, yung sinabi ko kailangan i-stretch ng
family meeting. Yes.
Everyone should be involved. Everyone should know that there will be sacrifices that needs to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Ito lang po ako naman ako sa mga kabataan na sumusunod po kay Bianca. This is not the time for us to complain, but this is a time for us to really be reflecting talaga what are the more important things in life. Kasi there are so many things that we used to enjoy, but right now we are really appreciating. So many things that we used to neglect, pero right now na-appreciate talaga natin na napakahalaga pala.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Kaya, like for example, yung parating sinasabi ko on our first video, when you remember, we talked about number 1, kailangan gumawa ng calamity fund, kalamidad na may mangyari. And then second, I also emphasize that we need to set up what we call as emergency fund.
Correct.
When you say fund, yung 3 months to 6 months ng living expense mo. Kailangan mag-ipon po tayo. Bakit? Just in case something happens to us, di ba, mawalan ng trabaho, di ba, mawalan ng negosyo, diba? Hindi ko naman inaasahan na mangyayari ito. Imagine mo yung lockdown. When you say lockdown, hindi lang sa Pilipinas, kundi buong mundo. We need 6 months of expense to live on. If you haven't watched the first video, I do highly recommend that you watch the entire video so that you will understand the importance.
Correct.
So, well, is water under the bridge. Kaya nga, let this be a learning lesson for us na dati hindi natin pinapansin kung anong kinikita natin, ginagastos lang natin, ini-enjoy natin, na hindi tayo nagtatabi sa tinatawag natin na calamity fund and emergency fund. Ngayon lang natin nare-realize, ay oo pala, napakahalaga pala na meron tayong emergency fund.
Correct. Definitely. I think after all of this, when things are better, talagang kailangan maging part na yun talaga ng bawat sumisweldong tao, bawat pamilya, itong calamity fund and emergency fund. And for those na hindi pa napapanood yung video na yun, I will link it in the description box below so you can access it. Last question, ito medyo finding balance. How to manage spending kung at the same time nag-aalala din tayo na baka maubusan ng stock. Dahil di ba sa mga supermarkets, lagi natin nakita yung mga pictures na wala ng laman, ang mga shelves. So syempre meron tayong impulse na, ay, kailangan bilhin ko na din yung ganito, baka maubusan.
One thing that I learned in life is this. You cannot control the things that you cannot control. Like for example, yung supply, let's say sa supermarket, hindi mo naman control yan. Worrying about it will not help, but it will just add more stress in our current situation. Thinking about the worst will not also help. What if kung maubusan ako? What if kung wala akong mabili? Sa totoo lang, pag tayo nag-aalala ngayon, it will just add more stress. Takot ka na nga, baka magkasakit ka. Takot ka na nga, baka wala kang pera na pambili. Takot ka na wala ka pang mabili. In other words, there are so many fears that is really paralyzing us right now in this present situation. One thing I learned about life is this. You should control the things that you can control. Ano yung dapat nating control? How we respond to the situation. Ang pinaka-importante, number one, just like what I mentioned, kailangan marunong kayo mag-budget. Kaya mo i-control yan. Number two, control your spending. And number three, very important, alam mo, one thing I've learned in life is to really pray. Alam mo, the most important thing, some people say, ay right now, nagiging religyoso ang mga tao dahil nga may crisis. No, let me tell you this. We need really to become prayerful people. We really need to depend on God at this specific time. Not only at this specific time, but all the time. Sana naman maging leksyon sa atin talaga to. Ito yung panahon na talagang dapat tayo ay lumaban. We as Filipinos are resilient people. We have went through and gone through crisis and worse crisis. Nag-ondoy na tayo, 'di ba? Yung eruption ng Taal, eruption ng Pinatubo. We went to a lot of kudetas, but still, we still survive. So that's the reason why I do believe things doesn't kill you, makes you what? Stronger. And then my encouragement to every Filipino who's watching this right now in the channel of Bianca, this is time for us to really help one another. Ano po yung tulong na pwede natin gawin? As citizens, stay at home. Huwag na tayo magdagdag pa sa cases ng virus na ito. Number two, we can pray for the doctors, nurses, for the police people who's maintaining peace and order and helping us in terms of the frontliners pag-pray po natin. Number three, we can also help in our own community. Yung sa community po natin na alam po natin na medyo kapos po, diba? Kung meron tayong extra resource, meron kang extra money, meron kang extra food, hindi masama na tayo po ay mamahagi ngayon. This is not the time for us to hoard, but this is a time for us to really share.
Yes, definitely. Wow. On a personal note, you said prayer, of course, but how are you and your family managing fear of what will happen in the coming days?
I don't want to say that I'm really not concerned. I also experience what you're experiencing. May mga question like for example, what will happen to the business? What will happen to my employees? Marami tayong mga questions. Again, kahit na isipin ko at isipin yan, hindi ko naman mabibigyan ng solusyon. Alam mo, worrying for me is just like sitting on a rocking chair. Even you rock the whole day, it won't bring you anywhere. It's just like riding a stationary bike. Kahit napidal ka ng pidal sa stationary bike, it will not bring you anywhere. For us, we put already just like what we did. Meron kaming emergency fund na kaset. Meron kaming yung mga benevolence fund na maraming kami tinutulungan ngayon. Even despite of difficult times, we still help people. And very important, every day what we do at 11 o'clock, we pray. And nighttime, we pray. And yun nga, very important, this is a time for us to encourage one another. Huwag tayong matakot sa virus. Palakasin po natin ang ating katawan. Mag-vitamin C tayo, magugas tayo ng kamay. Ganon din sa ating spiritual. Huwag tayong matakot. We always pray. We always seek God. At the same time, read His Word. We claim His promises because I do believe God will never leave us nor forsake us. and He will never allow us to go hungry.
Yes. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you really for your time. I mean, so many people have been asking these questions. And again, if you want more detailed advice on money, especially at a time like this, just go over to Chinkee's channel kasi really, kahit buong araw niyo yun panoorin, you will learn so much. Thank you so much, Chinkee. Stay safe to you and your family.
Thank you po. Bye!
Thank you.